Hey BC Kids Leaders, Pastor Sam here, coming to you with a update for the last week of October, beginning of November. Wow, is time flying by. As always, I have my notepad right here, wanting to share with you a number of things that are coming up, and it's going to be a crazy busy holiday season, but a joyful one as well, as we get to spend some time together, and just looking forward to it. So for today, I wanted to share with you a couple of exciting things. First, last Sunday for Candy Palooza was incredible, wasn't it? I hope you had as much fun as I did, as much as the kids and families did. We saw a record number of 374 people here in this space on Sunday. Our first hour was about 3/4 of the way full, which is a lot. And then our 11 o'clock was over full. They had to bring chairs out in the back. And so that was super exciting. Lots of kids left happy. I only saw one kid crying, but they ended up smiling when they got that bag of candy as they left. So kudos to everybody for pitching in, from our helper, Miss Donella, packing all of those candy bags, to all of you as you sat and stood and played the games with our kids, to the parents who were brave enough to come on stage with me and have some fun. Gosh, thank you so much again. It was a great Sunday, and I love doing those just to kind of break things up through the semester, and I think the kids and families enjoyed it as well. And I hope you do too, because it might give you a little bit of a break in the middle of a semester, and we get to have some fun all together. I love doing that, seeing your faces when I don't get to do that on a normal time. So anyway, let's move on to the second thing. I wanted to share with you in a different way today from someone else on our ministry team with some stories that he's got. So let's take it away to Pastor Ivan. Hey BC Kids Leaders, Pastor Sam here. I'm in Pastor Ivan's office. Pastor Ivan is over our Spanish ministry here at Bear Creek, and as I've shared with you in weeks past, there have been some incredible stories about kids returning and families connecting because of your efforts and how God is using you in their lives. And he shared with me a couple of really cool stories of how we're reaching Spanish families in this community. And Pastor Ivan, I just wanted you to share with our leaders what you told me.
Sure, thank you, Pastor Sam. Well, I want to let you know that everything that you are doing here at Bear Creek is making a huge impact in the life of our many families that are coming to Bear Creek in Espanol. In the last 2 weeks, I had conversation with 2 different families. One is from Venezuela, the other one is from Mexico. And there are big families. So I am talking about like 22 family members in one family. And the other one is 12 family members in another family. And they were looking for a new church in the area because they moved to this area recently, and they were looking for a new church. So they came, they visited with us at Bear Creek in Espanol, but at the same time they have the kids who are attending the children ministry.
Right.
After I asked them why they decide to stay here at Bear Creek, they told me, well, because everything that we are experiencing here, but most importantly, because our kids are receiving a good care, and also you are providing a wonderful Bible teaching to them. So they are learning more and growing in their faith. And I want to recognize that to you. So we are a good team working together, but let me tell you that we have new families here in our church who are deciding to stay at Bear Creek because the high quality children ministry that we have in our church. And I am very grateful to you all.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
I love working with you and your ministry. And, you know, Bear Creek is a very unique place, and we're at a unique time in what God is doing here. And it's just incredible. It's incredible to work with you. And the fact that you take time to build a relationship, because that relationship of yours is based on your relationship with Jesus, makes all the difference in the world. So thank you guys. Isn't it an incredible story? And let me tell you, that's not the only story. We'll be hopefully hearing more stories as we go along through this year. Wow, what an incredible story. Not just one family, but 2 families. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of what our Spanish ministry is doing. So I hope that is an encouragement to you as a leader. Maybe sometimes you've been here for a long, long time, and you're like, what is the difference I'm making in a child's life? I signed up for this commitment, and I just haven't seen any fruit. That is fruit. And we've shared with you as well in weeks past about other families and kids asking questions. And when a child asks a question, to what you're teaching, that is a win. That is fruit. That is the Holy Spirit working in their life because you've made an impact in their life and God is using you. So way to go. Keep it up. I'm so encouraged by that, and I love hearing those stories. God is certainly not done with what He is doing at Bear Creek Church. This is only the beginning. Speaking of the beginning, we have got this really neat thing, which some of you have already been a part of, at least on the front end, of an initiative about generosity that is coming up in the early winter or midwinter, early spring of next year. Now, you might not know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm getting ready to share with each and every one of you in the next 2 months just a preview of what that is. And so I hope you'll join me on one of 2 Zoom calls. You can pick either one. We'll be sending that link out really soon. One in November, one in December, and you can pick either one. And then we will be having a leader training after church on January 7th, and we'll be sending you all of these dates that I'm about to share. It will be a lunch opportunity, so you can hang out. It'll only be about an hour, and so we'll serve lunch there. And what it will do is I will be able to share with you how we, as a team, will use our curriculum to do with our kids what Pastor David will be doing with the adults, their parents. And we'll be working together as an entire church to share the idea of generosity and how God is going to do some great things, God willing, through us if we are faithful. And that's a key part. We all have to be faithful in whatever we feel God calling us to. So I'm excited to share that with you. And bring your questions. That's an okay thing to bring your questions. So we're going to be sharing that. But let me share with you some other dates that are really important. First and foremost, November 12th, that's 2 Sundays from now, we will be having our Christmas family decorating party here upstairs, decorating all of the hallways, the classrooms, all of those kinds of things, and even in here a little bit for Christmas. So we'll be serving pizza, and it's $5 per family to help offset some of the cost, but it will everything else will be covered. So we'll have some Christmas music, maybe some Christmas treats, and Christmas trees to decorate. So we want you to help us bring the spirit of Christmas here at Bear Creek Kids. So join me and sign up for that. December 4th, which is a Sunday from 2 to 4 o'clock at Bear Creek Park, we will be having our Leader Christmas Party, and we want you and your family to join us. There will be more details of what we need you to bring and what we'll be providing, all of that. We're going to have some fun games to play together and just fellowship, hanging out, okay? So we want you to be there, December 4th. November, we'll have a Zoom date very soon, probably on the 16th. And then December, we'll probably have 1 or 2 other Zoom dates that will deal all about the initiative and the vision for that. So I will be sharing that with you and what that entails. January 7th of 2024 coming up, that will be our luncheon leader training for the next semester. So we'll want you to be at that. And then the following Sunday, this is really important, the following Sunday, the 14th, will be a leader training, but it will be mostly vision from Pastor David only. And we want everyone to be a part of that one if they can. It's extremely important for what's coming up in January, February, and the rest of the year. And actually for the next 2 years, God is He's really challenging us to do some incredible things and carry on what He's already been doing here at Bear Creek. So I want you to be a part of those things. I know it's a lot, but try to be a part of as much of that as you can. And if you ever have questions, you can reach out to us. Hey, it's been Pastor Sam with a lot of stuff and encouraging things coming to you today. I hope you have a great week, and I cannot wait to see you this Sunday.